Hello everyone, my name is Divyanshu Mittal and I am a final year student at IIT Kharagpur. So today I will be presenting my course project for the course Knowledge Modeling and Semantic Web Technologies, and the project title is Building a Knowledge Base in OWL for E-commerce. Okay, so moving on to the motivation for this project. Uh, there it is very important that the information management in e-commerce should be efficient, and as you all know that e-commerce is filled with a lot of data of customers, products, brands, and a lot of reviews, and there is a like very ocean of data which can be like retrieved. So enhancing the customer experience through recommendations, facilitating efficient product search and discovery, and enabling the businesses to make better decisions. So this is the motivation. Now coming to the benefits, so it will improve product search and discovery as through structured data. This semantic web technologies. It will enhance personalization and recommendation capabilities, streamline supply chain management through data integration interoperability, and better decision making and on data driven insights. Okay. Now, what is this e-commerce ontology? So, first, I will tell you about the ontology. So, the ontology is a formal, explicit specification of a shared conceptualization of a domain. Like here, the domain is e-commerce. So, the domain consists of classes, properties, and individuals. Individuals are the instances, and it enables knowledge representation and reasoning in a domain-specific manner. Okay, like e-commerce, sports, so these kind of domains can be there. uh, okay, now the components of the e-commerce ontology. So what can be the choices of classes? So the products will be definitely will be there, category will be there, customer will be there, order will be there, and there will be properties like has category, has price, has customer, and individuals will be there, specific products like Apple iWatch, Apple Watch, Apple iPad, and say Samsung Galaxy phone. So these kind of specific product customers, for example, John Doe and say Mary. So these kind of customers can be there. They can be orders. So and basically like defining classes, defining properties, basically the schema part, which is known as RDFS part, and also the RDF, which is the like triples, consisting of the subject, predicate, and object, which is the data part. So individuals. So after doing that, we have like I have written the OWL e-commerce file into an OWL extension file. Then how to query this e-commerce ontology? So there I have used description logic for that, SparkQL and Squirrel for that. Okay, so every language has its advantages and disadvantages. So like description logic queries for extracting information from the ontology, SparkQL used for RDF graph to retrieve and manipulate data stored in RDF format. So the RDF triple format, Squirrel for like more complex queries and reasoning over ontology. Like, and what are the use cases for this? So like finding products within a specific range, identifying customers who have purchased items from a specific category, say smartphones, say computers, and retrieving orders with a total value like above a certain threshold. Okay, so there can be a lot of use cases. And now how to implement and test this? So that they are I have used software like Proteach and Reasoner, which is Pellet. And so after using like we can use Proteach and Pellet Reasoner. And what were the steps? So first I created the e-commerce ontology in Proteach, like importing the e-commerce ontology in Proteach, and then I defined classes, properties, and individuals in my e-commerce ontology file. Then I implemented some DL queries, some SparkQL queries, some Squirrel queries, and then I tested those queries and like validate the ontology using the Pellet Reasoner. I got the results, and I also like I wrote the ontology, so I know how to cross validate these results and the real like answer. And what were the challenges lessons I learned in this project and I faced? So writing like optimized complex queries which can give the correct results, and also they are efficient at the same time. Also ensuring accurate representation of domain knowledge. So basically defining the relationships like and like making the KV a reasonable knowledge base and looking like more realistic thing. Okay. And also understanding and leveraging the capability of this semantic web for e-commerce applications. Now this is a comparison of the query languages. So as you know, DL is very simple and easy to use. It is based on description logic and it has limited expressiveness when compared to the other two. Now SparkQL is more expressive and versatile than DL. It is well suited for the RDF data and can be used with various RDF stores and traverse stores, and it has a steeper learning curve. Squirrel, it combines expressiveness of SWR and OWL queries, and it enables us for complex reasoning and querying, but it requires the SWRL built-ins in the protein. Now there are some sample queries. So these are some sample DL queries. So the first query is retrieve all products that belong to the mobiles category. So first it should be a product, then end, because the condition is that it should also belong to the category which has value as mobiles. And similarly, they retrieve all products that belong to the gaming category and have a high resolution feature. So first it should be a product, and then it should belong to a category which has a value gaming, and it should also has the property has feature with value to be high resolution. Now this is some there are some sample Sparkle queries as well. So like if we want to retrieve all the products, so we will write the prefixes and the namespace we are going to use, and then select product where the product is a e-commerce product. So this is our class, like this is our namespace of e-com, and it should be a e-com product for it to be eligible to the product. Now like retrieving all products made by Apple, so only adding one more condition, it should be a e-com product and it should have the brand associated to it as Apple. Okay, and the other part of the query remains same. Now some sample squirrel queries also. So the first query is for retrieving all brands associated with smartphones category. So basically we want to print all the brands, all the distinct brands which have like associated with smartphones category. So first we will go to the product and the subcategory is smartphones, and then that smartphones should have all the has brand, and we will select only the distinct one. And similarly, retrieving all products that belong to the computer category and have a price above this. So we will want to print the products. So print product. So like selecting the product, it should belong to the category computer. It should have price within the value, like with the value greater than 1500. And we want to print product, so we will do squirrel select product. Now, what are the applications of e-commerce ontology? So as we discussed, it can be used for personalized recommendations, like using the ontology to analyze customer preferences and purchase history, and also to generate tailor-made product recommendation to improve customer experience. Okay, to improve user experience based on this e-commerce ontology. And it can also be used in the inventory management. So like analyzing the product sales and the stock levels using this ontology. We can write queries for that. And then optimizing the inventory management decisions based on the results of those queries. So like for example, if we have some product sale to be very large, then we can definitely manage that product inventory in our in the stock so that we maximize our profit. Similarly, we can identify trend, like in which month what kind of products like sells the most. So that kind of trends and patterns we can like also get from this querying this e-commerce ontology, and we can based on that we can like inform our inventory team to be prepare for the future procurement strategies, and also for the market analysis. Like we can leverage the ontology to discover popular categories, popular products which like are sold the most, and the customer segmentation also can be done using this query. Now, what is the future work and improvement? So we can definitely expand this e-commerce ontology to include more classes, more relationships, more properties, more instances of customers, and more instances of activities, like more instances of reviews. So if we make our e-commerce ontology more rich, then obviously the use cases and the scope for usage of this ontology will become even more large. We can also optimize our query performance, and we can also develop a user-friendly interface, like building a web application and hide and like enable user to write queries and get the results and visualization without knowing the inside like implementation and details by using abstraction. Okay. And what is the conclusion? So basically we developed an e-commerce platform, e-commerce ontology using Proteus, We explored the use of DL queries, Sparkle queries, Squirrel queries, discuss the application's future work, and what are the takeaways. So ontology provide a powerful foundation of representing and reasoning about domain knowledge. Semantic web technology enable advanced querying and data analysis in the e-commerce domain, and continuous improvement and expansion of the ontology can lead to more sophisticated and valuable insights. Okay, so this is our thank you, and if you have any questions, you can uh, drop a comment on this video and I will try to answer that. Thank you very much.